In the GOP civil war, a new grenade lobbed by the former president.
President Trump is the most consequential Republican in the party. If Mitch McConnell doesn't understand that, he's missing a lot.
That's after Donald Trump blasted Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell as a dour, sullen, and unsmiling political hack who doesn't have what it takes, accusing Democrats of playing McConnell like a fiddle and suggesting Republicans will not win again if they stay with him. The lengthy 8-paragraph statement, the most significant sign yet of the Republican Party's split in the post-Trump era, after an impeachment trial in which McConnell voted to acquit the former president, but still blamed him for the siege on the Capitol.
January 6th was a disgrace. American citizens attacked their own government. President Trump is still liable for everything he did while he was in office. As an ordinary citizen, didn't get away with anything yet.
McConnell following up with an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal attacking Donald Trump's unhinged falsehoods and telling the paper his own priority is getting candidates who can actually win in November, which may or may not involve trying to affect the outcome of the primaries. But the former president says he may get involved in those primaries, too, on the opposite side, and back rivals who espouse making America great again. The battle lines pitting two political polar opposites against each other. Donald Trump, impulsive and brash. Mitch McConnell, disciplined, intensely private. Their relationship strained at the start.
I'm very disappointed in Mitch.
But eventually morphing into public displays of unity.
We've been friends and acquaintances for a long time.
Especially after McConnell helped reshape the judiciary by working to confirm more than 200 federal judges during the Trump administration, including 3 Supreme Court justices.
I know tough people. He's tough. He's Kentucky tough.
Their tension now highlighting the core question in this GOP split. Should the Republican Party separate from Donald Trump or embrace him? By a lot of metrics, it does still appear to be Donald Trump's party, at least for now. Look at that acquittal vote on his impeachment trial just over the weekend and the local backlash against Republicans who voted to convict him. You have a bunch of recent polling showing GOP voters still favor the former president. And even Senator McConnell, in that new interview, is acknowledging that Donald Trump could be a constructive part of the political process ahead of the 2022 midterms.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.